Hi ladies and gentlemen, Sean Davies with Coloradoreinsman. I am here again with Isabella, and this hopefully will be our second ride. I just decided to pull her out and work with her a little bit. She's kind of reverted a little bit in my ability to put a saddle on her out here. One thing about this horse, she knows her height and she knows her ability to move away, and that is one of the issues that I'll be working on. As you see, she does have my saddle on one of them, and you know, at this point I've just got to get a saddle on her, and she actually was much more comfortable with me having her tied up in a certain spot over here, and I put it on a few times and there was no frantic or trying to move away too much. So as she gets more comfortable with that, I will go back to my not tying her. I want this horse to stand here with nothing on her head and get tied. But she's got too much energy for that. And it's been about a week and a half since the first ride, maybe 2 weeks. I had a clinic to go to and been really busy coming into spring here. So, you know, not going to neglect her, but have to get the rides in when we can. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a little groundwork with her. You know, bear with me. You've seen a lot of it before, but I think if you've watched the first couple, you'll see that she is a lot softer. Now, when I put this saddle on, she likes to kind of dig out. I played with her a few minutes there, and then I decided to go ahead and let's put this on camera and let's see what we can get. So I'm going to bring her out here. I've got my stake and my really expensive Target flag. Now, all I'm going to do, things you've seen 1,000 times. Now I'm going to stand up tall here and ask her to back up. And see, she knows, she has avoided in the past with somebody. I'm going to push her right here. I'm going to wake her up a little bit. There. I'm going to direct her off. Now I work this right side a lot because it is her harder side. And see, she picked that up. I didn't ask her to do it, so I'm going to disengage her. I'm going to send her that way, disengage her, and move her back this way. I want her walking off on this right side. Quit being so doggone worried about that left side, because she's always looking. Now, when I rode her the first time, I didn't get her going to the right, and that's the side that I really want to get her going to today. I'm going to shape her up right there. Really work on shaping the shoulder. If she comes in on me, I'll just put a little energy right there, drive her forward. Put a little energy, drive her forward. Now I'll stand up tall and ask her to trot a little bit. There. Now you can see she gets all frantic, and as soon as she breaks in, I'm going to disengage that. Drop my flag. Now that's not what I want out of her. I'm going to ask her to move off calmly. See, if I'm riding her and she does that, I think you saw in the first video, I just took her face away. I'm not going to let her get all barreled up and wind herself up and get lost. She's got to get more confidence on this right side. Good girl. That's a little better. More confidence in this right side. Now I'm going to walk towards her a little bit more now, so I don't have to throw that lead rope at her shoulder so much. That's what I'm looking at. And then I'll just bring that rear end around, move that front end through, and pick her back up. Now I'm going to walk right behind that shoulder this time and drive her, put a little pressure here, and drive her. See, she's so much more comfortable on this left side. That's good. Now, I'm going to, when she picks up and I don't ask her to, I'm going to disengage and move. Now, I don't want to, disengagement is something I'm going to use when I first get on this horse for a while, and then I got to start doing less and less disengagement work to really build her collection. Because I don't want her throwing that hip out all the time. Driver. Good. And she's getting better. I like that. And I'm going to change my tool here. I'm going to lift this rein, push towards that rear end, keep directing, bring the front end through. Oh, that's just sexy. I like that. Now I know some of you kids out there are watching. Forgive an old guy. I shouldn't use that word sexy. But it is. It feels so smooth and so nice. Good girl. See, now I've got her mind. She's not really too worried. I'm going to push her right here and change and go towards that hip. Stop that hip and bring that shoulder through. Oh, that's sweet. One thing this horse is going to be is beautiful, moving, collected. When I get on her and get about 20 rides under my belt with her, you're going to see a horse. A real nice horse. But you got to get those first 5 out of the way. Those first 5 set the foundation for everything else you do. You screw up that first 5, guess what? You got a long time to repair. And her first ride, or somebody who tried to ride her, that was number 1 of the first 5. Now I'm going to have a long time to repair her, but my first ride kind of almost erased. I'm almost starting over with her. And with the groundwork and the other exercises that I've been doing, just like that. See, this horse would have been up in the air. I think if you saw the first couple videos of me working her, you saw she had a lot of energy. I'm shaping her right here. I'll push that hip, keep her mind on me. And once again, and I'm doing real slow work here. Very good. Now I'm going to feed her out a little bit, feed her out, ask her to pick it up a little bit under my direction. I just want her trotting. If she's dropping that shoulder, I'm going to push her right here. I'm going to push her right here. Pick her up and push her. I'm going to lift that shoulder. Lift that shoulder, tell her to quit jerking around. She's trying to get all frantic. I'm going to stop that crap right there. See, she has to respond sometime to a little firmer pressure. She's going, oh my God, something's getting me on that left side. I just know it. I'm sitting here going, raise your shoulder. Raise your shoulder. Quit worrying about that left side of the trot. It didn't get you at the walk. Good girl. Good girl. There's a change. There's a change. There's a change. I'm going to feed her out a little bit more and drive her. And see, right away, she did that. I'm going to stop that stuff. I'm going to stop that stuff. When she tries to run through that rein, I'm going to stop it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not going to let her do that. I'm going to start driving this hip. Disengage that rear end. Disengage that rear end. Disengage that rear end. Disengage that rear end. Now I'm going to hold that up. I'm going to hold that up. Hold that up and push her and shape her and shape her and say, I'm more important than that left side. I'm more important than that left side. I'm more important than that left side. See, I'm getting firm with her right now. Ah, change. I'm going to get firm with her again. Getting firm with her. I'm going to push her. I'm going to lift that shoulder and push her away. I'm not going to let her run through me. I'm not going to let her run through me. Not going to let her run through me. She's getting the idea. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to drive her right here. give her a break right there. Now I know a lot of you guys, especially on my Facebook page, imagine that I always use marshmallows and puppy dogs to train my horses. No. If I have to get firm, I will get firm to the degree that I need to get firm, and that's the most important thing. Oh yes, she's going, yes he will, and I'll be a better horse for it. If I let her frantically run through, I'm not doing her a service, doing her a real disservice. So I'm going to try that side again. The right side is really the side I've got to work, and I'm going to direct her here. Now you already see that's soft as silk, the direction. Now I'm going to shape her up right here. Shape her up. Push that shoulder and drive her. Good girl. I'm going to look around this circle and say, I'm more important than that stirrup bumping you on the left side. I'm going to shape her shoulder right there. I throw a little loop at that shoulder and bend her. Right here. Right here. Okay. Now I'm going to put a little pressure on her. Let's see if I can get her moving. And I'm going to smash that down. Let's see if we can get her moving. I'm going to shake it a little bit. Shake it a little bit. Try and get her brain here. Telling her, ease up. Ease up. Don't start cantering. Driving that hip and that shoulder forward. Shape up. This horse falls down. If she leans that shoulder, I am going to push that off and drive her out. And drive her forward. And I'm going to push that and drive her out. Drive her forward. So I've changed, gone through another door. I'm going to stop that and move that shoulder out. So this is another door I'm working right now. She pushes that shoulder, puts that head out, pushes that shoulder in, and I'm going to drive that shoulder out. And say, quit doing that. Drive her forward right here. Drive her forward, raise that shoulder up. If I got to bend that head, I got to bend that head. Push that shoulder. Push that shoulder. Good girl. See, this is just everything. See, she's not tracking real well. She's getting that rear end blowing out and pushing that shoulder in. And I'm not going to let her get away with it. See, every time she looks to that left side, I'm going to bump her. I'm going to bump her and drive her right here. And I'm going to bump her and drive her. I didn't tell you to go fast like that. Bump and drive. Drive. Don't push on me. Don't push on me. Don't push on me. See, she wants to really push and push. Hey, that's gotten better. There's a change. There's a change. So I'm going to pick that up. Let her think. Okay, I got a one rotation with her not pushing that shoulder hard on me. See, if you don't get this worked out before you get up in that saddle, and if I get up on this saddle tonight, they will just face plant you into the ground. It will launch you, drive your leg into the rail. They'll leave you in the dust. So why not get this stuff done beforehand? Now, it's going to take her a long time to get that particular thing done. So going to the right in the saddle is going to be a fun project for me. So I'm going to have to get her giving to that rein and bending as much as I can. And if I got to do little 1 meter circles to do it, that's what I'm going to do. I get her to where she doesn't drop that shoulder. It's very important. Good girl. Now, I'm going to come up here and bring this up and pet her and say you don't have to be scared of that flag. There we go. See, now I can pet her with that flag. Good girl. I'm going to come up on this side, let her see it, and pet her with the flag. Good girl. See, that's a lot better just right there. Come up here, Mama. See, I can bring that flag up and rub on her. It's no big deal right there. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. And I want to bring this thing down and bring it back up and rub her. And bring it down here and rub this saddle. Now see, I use plastic bags on my sticks instead of cloth flags because I've found that some horses, I ran into one the other day, he wouldn't even move off this bag until I really got after it. And the cloth sometimes just doesn't create enough energy. But I like these little bags. They're cheap. You can replace them really easy. And they can create a little bit more energy. If they create too much, guess what? I go to a cloth bandana or something. But this horse being a real high energy horse, I wanted this stuff so she wouldn't be too worried about it. See, she's already pretty good. Now we're looking at maybe 12, 15 times actually working with this horse. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Okay. Good girl. Now I'm gonna cinch this up a little bit more. Because last time I was in a bit of a hurry. Had a student waiting for a lesson. And I had to kind of rush, and I didn't cinch it the last time. And that saddle started slipping. Not the thing you want to do on your first ride. So now I'm just going to ask her to stand still while I rub her over here. I rub this saddle, rub that butt, rub these legs. Good girl. Good girl. Now see, she's starting to see that thing come over the saddle. And she used to just burst out of here doing that before. And so I'm going to come up here and bring that up. And see, that work I just did on the halter is really helping. That's just lovely, young lady. Yes, it is. See, now I'll go back to my marshmallows, my puppy dogs. Oh, would you stop? Because I don't like marshmallows. I bet you would if you tried them. Right, honey? Now, do not overlove or spoil your horse. Now, I'm going to round pin her for a few minutes. I'm going to put my chaps on. And I'm going to see if she'll stand still while I try to get on. So stay tuned. Okay, so I just round pinned her. I'm going to just see if she's a little excited or sweaty, but I'm going to see if that work softened her up on this right side at all. I want to see if it makes any difference. I'm going to create my energy bigger. That's a little better at the walk. She's a big horse. I want her to be out here. That's a little better. Shape her up. Shape her up. I'm going to bend her right there. Drive her. I'm going to squeeze my hand and bend her. And bend her. And raise and bend and stop that stuff. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? So what I'm going to do now is go back and review my stirrup, see if I can get up in the stirrup. Tonight I'm going to create a rein here. She's breathing hard, she's a little excited. I'd like her just to calm down. She got really going in that round pen session. Let me get my night latch fixed up here. I'm going to ask her to bend. Bend. This is one thing I found the first time. I had to get her really soft, so I'm going to ask her to bend, soften up, and back up. Good girl. I got to ask her to bend that head around. Good girl. Bend that head around. Everything's okay, Mama. I want to get this bending really down. Really down. Good girl. Good girl. Got to get this right side bending down so she knows what I'm going to ask from this side. That's real good right there. Very nice. Very nice. Good girl. And very nice. Boy, that's like butter. Good girl. Good girl. Now I'm losing my light here. I can see we've still got a little light. I'm checking out where my stirrups are. I think I gotta drop them a couple on her so I can get on. Below 14. Now the nice thing is right now is she's not already blowing out and moving. She's standing still while I'm here at the stirrup. And that's what I want. I want her bent right here. I'm going to grab some mane. I'm going to put my foot here towards this stirrup. Now, if you remember the first video of my first ride, that right there, she'd be halfway across this arena already. She's licking and chewing and saying, that's not that bad. I got real good at hopping on one leg because I wasn't going to let her get away from me. I kept her bent. If I needed to, I could get away, but if she lets me get up here, I'm just gonna go ahead and toss my leg over. Now that's not too terrible. Now that's not too terrible. Good girl. Good girl. Now I'm going to lay my left leg on her shoulder and ask that circle to go out bigger. And then I'll bend her right here. And bend her and just ask her to move. I'm going to bump her with my right leg right here. Bump her with my right leg and ask her to step. Bump her with both legs. Get my stirrups set in here. Bump her with both legs to move. She's locked up, so what I don't want her to do is think that locking up is okay. I'm going to bump her, get her unlocked. Good girl. Do not want this horse going to bucket. Now, she's comfortable in that left turn. I'm saying, get going. Good girl. Now, I don't want to just jerk on her as soon as she moves. Okay. Okay. Let's just get her going out a little bit. Just get her going out a little bit. She wants to move, we can move. And we can shut it down a little bit. Disengage and walk. Good girl. Rub. Disengage and walk. And drop that nose a little bit. Drop that nose a little bit. Now I can ask her to getting her to where she'll change her eye a little bit. I like her to be able to move to the right. Move out. Maybe move here and disengage. Get going, because right now she's just spinning. I'm going to straighten her up, bump her off that left leg. Get her on the rail a little bit. Bump her off that left leg. Ah, that's nice. Off that left leg. Good girl. Bump her off this right leg. Bump her off the right leg. Bump her off the left leg. I'm doing stuff that I might do on a horse 5 or 6 rides in. Because she needs to get out of this circle. So I'm getting that right eye a little bit and bumping that right leg, bumping that right eye. Lift that shoulder. Bump her off that left leg. Don't buck. Don't buck. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Bump her off that left leg. Open that circle up a little bit. Open that circle up out to the rail. There we go. Now I'll bump her with that right leg, close that circle. Now this is stuff I was just doing at this Mike Major clinic. And I do a lot with my horses that are trained, but see, this one's not trained. And see, when I change directions on this mare, she's going to pop like a dime watch. You watch, I'll have a fight on my hands. And I better be able to hang on. I pretty much got this left side okay. I want to bump that right leg. Now I got the right side turning here. Rub this right side. Get her turning this way. Turn it. I got to get her turned. Good girl. I'll let her sit there for a second. If that's all I got tonight, I'd be thrilled. Good girl. Now I'm going to ask her to move. I'm going to bump that left leg and tell her to move around. I'm going to have to lock that rein up and just tell her to move. Smell my leg for a minute. gonna give her a little rein here, bump her off my right leg. Try to get her to go forward a little bit. Get her working on my circle, my right circle here. I know you can't see much of this, but that's okay. It's good. Let's get her working on a right circle. I'll bump my leg out, get her move off that. I'm going to hold that shoulder up. Hold that shoulder up. Oh, this is sexy. This is sexy. Good girl. Good girl. This ain't for the faint-hearted, folks. There you go. Good girl. See, she's learning. She's learning right now. Now I'm going to ask her to turn left here. So I'm going to bump her left side. Oh, that was beautiful. Good girl. Good girl. That was beautiful. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let me try to bump this right side. Bump this right side. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I'll hold that shoulder up. Hold that shoulder. See where I got my hand? I'm holding the shoulder up. I don't want to bend her around. Don't want to bend her too much. Don't want to get her afraid. There, I can always bring that short rein back. Rubbing her with my left hand. Let her feel the left hand, left leg. Let's get her straight. Now she's trying to drop that shoulder on me. I'm going to bump her with my right leg. Let's get going. Hold that shoulder up, get her off my right leg a little bit. Let's see if I can get some plow reining going here. Get a left turn. Oh, I got a nice left turn. I'm sorry I'm getting you out of the picture a little bit, but believe me, it was pretty good. Let's pick up this inside rein. Let's bump her forward. Bump her forward. She's pretty calm overall. Let's pick up this right rein and turn her right. Oh, we're sexy. Me and this big blonde here, a big gray-haired girl. Oh, that's just sexy right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shoot. I would cuss, but I know there's some kids out there. I'd be saying all kinds of terrible things because it feels way too good. Let's get this right rein, bump it with my right leg. Oh, look at that bend right there. Oh, I enjoy what I do. If I survive what I do, I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. This horse wasn't for the faint-hearted. Bump her off my left leg, drive her forward. Let's see if I can get her out a little bit, just walking straight. Let's get her out a little. I had to get off and change batteries in my camera, so here's ride number 3. So I want to end right. Good girl. Now she's a little excited after that ride. Stop moving. Now I got to go back to basics here just to get back on her. Stop. 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 Good girl. Boy, I had such a nice ride going. Had to get off to change batteries. And now she wants to give me a fit about getting back on. So, we're just going to go back to basics. I've got to finish this right. I'm not going to let her pull from me. I'm going to work my stirrup again. I'm not going to let her pull from me. I'll work my stirrup again. Good girl. If I can just get back on and ride her for 2 minutes, I'll be happy. See, she's a little tired. I gotta just bend her until she stops. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, if I can ride her for 2 minutes. I'm gonna be thrilled. I'm gonna move her. See, now she's wanting to leg yield all the way around. Get her turning again. Good. Good. I'm just going to squeeze my hand and turn her. Good. Squeeze my left hand. Bump the left leg lightly. Turn her. That was a beautiful transition. Let's squeeze the right hand. Lay the right leg on her. Turn her. Oh, we're doing real nice. I'm going to squeeze the left rein. See, she's not worried about changing eyes there. I'm going to bump her back in my circle. I'm going to bump her with I'm going to raise up this shoulder and bump her with my right leg. Ask that shoulder to get off my right leg. There you go. Rubber. Now I'd like her just to walk out with a loose rein without rushing off. I'm just going to rub her. Just going to rub her. Just going to rub her. Let's go left. Let's go left. Let's do a little leg yield here. Good girl. Let's do a little leg yield to the right. If I can't get it up against the rail, don't go up against the rail. I just want her turning and walking. Dropping her nose a little bit right there. Let's turn her. Now I know I'm losing my light with you folks, so I'm just going to turn her, and turn her, and then I'm going to ask her to stop. Good girl. Ask her to stop. Good girl. Ask her to stop. I'm going to try to get my foot out of the stirrup over here. Get her to stop. 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 I don't want to take my foot out of there until she stops. Good girl. There you go. Woo! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry you probably lost the light there at the end, but let me tell you, that was a good second ride for this girl. Got turned both ways, really nice walking out, little leg yield. You're going to see a lot of great stuff from this horse. And once again, I'm sorry it got a little dark on us there, but we got a lot done. So stay tuned for ride. Actually, I did two rides today. Had to get off and get back on. So ride number 4 will be coming up pretty soon. And man, I'm looking forward to it. Stay tuned. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Remember, don't overlove your horse. Come here.